Hi! Welcome to our live stream. I hope everyone is doing well on a Saturday night. So, thank you for coming in, but please stay to the end of the live stream because we're going to have a big giveaway and there'll be samples and prizes to be won. Okay, alright. So, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Adeline, but on IG they call me Adeline Baby. Alright. So, I have 3 kids, 2 older boys, aged 7 and 9, and both of them are in primary school. And I also have a baby girl, my number 3. She's coming too. So now we have Fiona here with us, and she is the director of Health Can Be Fun, and also the principal nutritionist.
Yes.
Okay. So Fiona, let me ask you, because I'm a mom of 3, right? So getting my kids to eat healthy has always been my first priority. All right. So maybe you can share with me more. Yes.
Okay, yeah, thank you for having me, Adeline, and thank you for having me. I hope to answer all your questions as well. So like moms like yourself, I believe it's quite challenging nowadays to find a balance between not so good healthier snacks and healthy snacks as well. So I hope we can tackle that today, and we're going to find out more about how we can help our kids to eat healthier.
For kids, I want to introduce them supplements, and we know that for moms, we only want to see supplements that contains omega-3, EPA or DHA, because all these are what actually help brain development. And I tell you, common food which contains all these nutrients they actually comes from fish. So for moms who have very young kids, I'm very sure the most common food that you buy is always fish. You open the fridge, salmon, shrimp, what else? Cod fish. Fish. Because we always assume all the good nutrients comes from fish. So let me ask you, besides fish, what other food you can actually find those important nutrients that moms will actually want their children to have?
Actually, that's a very good question because, and it's also true because omega-3, the most common sources is actually fish, okay? But you can also vary your food choices by having more plant-based as well. So you can do with soybeans, walnut, eggs, green leafy vegetables, and then apart from omega-3 for brain development, you also can include things like high in iron like spinach. You also can include things like high in calcium like tofu. You also can include things like fruits and vegetables that are high in vitamin C. Those are good for their immune system and also their brain development. Right. So these are some other options apart from just fish.
Okay, so what other kind of what other kinds of besides omega, besides EPA, what other kind of nutrients that kids should have?
Yes, okay. So today we're really lucky to have Brain Fit, to have this supplement here, which has an exclusive blend of omega-3, EPA, DHA, and also this interesting ingredient called phosphatidylserine. It also helps to boost brain enhancement and brain development. One of the building blocks that's essential during this early child of growth, for their cognitive health and enhanced learning.
Okay, so for this, it's a very long word phosphatidylserine. I just call it PS. Okay, so PS. So I understand that PS is also an ingredient that can be found in breast milk as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So one thing interesting is that, for example, if I have my baby girl is coming too, and I'm still breastfeeding her, you see. So let's say if I want to wean her off, so I'm sure it's a good idea to start her off with supplements that contains the ingredients that can be found in breast milk. Am I right? And it seems so easy to feed the kids supplements now because one pill or one candy or one gummy actually contains all the nutrients inside. So let's say I have kids who are very picky. So feeding them supplement is like a cheat method, right? A cheat method for parents who have kids who are very picky with the food, and then they are not eating a lot of variety of other food. So supplements is a good way to boost their food intake, like the nutrients intake. Am I right?
Okay. So not forgetting, we also want to encourage our children to cultivate good healthy habits. So instead of just relying on it, we can also, part of supplementation can also include other forms of ways to help them to be healthier. So can still include natural food also. So you're talking about phosphatidylserine. You also this PS word, right?
Yeah, the long PS word. Yeah.
So it also does also contain in our natural products such as soybean.
Okay, soybean. Okay, that's interesting. So let's say how is it different from other brands? Okay, because for me, when it comes to kids supplements, especially gummy bears, I always think that gummy bear, that means it's very high in sugar, lots of sugar, which is something that parents would try to avoid. You know, we don't want our kids to be like to consume too much sugar, not to be too hyperactive. So how is like brain fit supplements? Do they contain sugar or?
Actually, very good question. So I've actually brought with me today a few brands of gummy bears and supplementation, and you're right, you know, some of the brands may have high amounts of sugar. So let's look at some of them here. So I've got brand O, and brand O, let me look at the table. It says, right, per gummy, it has 2 grams of sugar.
2 grams. 2 grams is like.
So 1 teaspoon is about 5 grams of sugar.
Okay, 1 teaspoon is 5 grams. Can I see the?
Yeah, of course.
You know, when I see gummy bears like this, right, the first thing I see is like all over this entire container, what I can see is all sugar. It's like sugar, like all sugar. So sometimes when we see gummy supplements like this, we're thinking like, isn't it the same as like feeding our kids gummy candies? It's like, how does, you know, it doesn't make sense for us to feed our kids sugar, and then we assume that these are actually good for the kids.
Yeah. So like instead of having, I mean, sweets, we can't stop kids from having sweets sometimes, but I guess this is quite a good alternative to have something that is non-sugared. And then to also boost their immune system and also help with brain development, but then also, like, you know, they can not be eating excessive amount of sugar.
Okay.
So this back to this, right? You were saying there's a lot of sugar. So in comparison to 1 teaspoon of sugar, so this is like 2 grams for 1 gummy bear. So if like your child eats about 3 gummy bears, right, that's already more than 1 teaspoon of sugar.
Okay, that's a lot of sugar for, like, especially for my youngest girl, who's only like close to 2 years old. So let's say for Brain Fit, right, do they contain sugar, and how is it different from other brands?
Yeah, okay, so it doesn't contain sugar, and it's mainly made up of omega-3, which is your EPA, DHA, and also krill oil, and also contains krill oil, correct, yes, and the phosphatidylserine.
Okay, the long word, the PS. Okay, yes. The PS ingredient. So so from what I can see from these Brain Fit supplements, right? Firstly, it doesn't contain sugar. I don't see any sugar bits. I can see from the bottom, there's no sugar bits. And then if it doesn't contain sugar and it tastes as good, right? So I believe this is the kind of supplements that parents would actually want to give to their kids. For my friends, they have this idea like, oh, okay, actually if you feed your kids healthily, you don't need supplements, or you have actually supplement is not it's not natural, you know, it's not something that they would want their kids to try. And I mean, any advice to them, because they have this thinking like, oh, supplements are all artificial and they contain like not only sugar, they also contain like chemical preservatives, you know. So it's like it's not the best food choice for their kids. So okay, what do you think about the thoughts?
Okay. So like I feel like when it comes to supplementation, everybody has like their own opinion and choices sometimes. So then I think, okay, what is important is always check the labels and read the labels, so that you know where the sources of the ingredients are. Then you might feel safer when you know that they're all natural foods, they come from natural sources, than other than a whole long list of items that are in there that you don't even know where the ingredients are from. Yeah, so I think that's important. So they may have their thoughts, but maybe they haven't found out the ideal supplement for their children yet.
Yeah, so let's say, okay, I know that for Brain Fit, right, they do not contain preservatives, and it's one of the key point that we parents look up in supplements as well. And like I can see here that is gummy bear, right? Okay, the shape of the bear. Okay, shape of bear. Okay, so I don't know why they always choose gummy bear lah.
Cute,
bear, cute lah.
I think cute.
Yeah, cute for kids. Cute for kids as well. So I think this can actually make a great gift for parents with kids. Let's say I don't know why, because when I go to my friend's place, if they hold a birthday party, right? So you think of what to give to their kids. Like, okay, most of them they will think of toys, or clothes, you know. Like, have you ever thought like just giving them supplements as a birthday gift? I mean, if I'm a mom, right, I would actually prefer this as a birthday gift than some other toys. Like, what do you think?
More practical, I guess.
Yeah, it's like more practical, because it's like telling us, it's like trying to contribute to our kids' health, Yeah, like health is like the first priority, like especially the pandemic now. Like all parents are so worried, like how to boost how to boost the kids' immunity, how to make sure they don't fall sick, any other ways that my kids to prevent my kids from catching the virus. So immunity, health have always been the common topic when parents come together and then we share. So let me ask you, is brain fit similar to probiotics as well? So let's say if I will take brain fit, do I still need probiotics? Because I know that probiotics is a very, very common supplement that parents always buy for their kids.
Okay, that's an interesting question. I would say when we talk about probiotic supplementation, they are probiotics because they contain a lactobacillus, which is a type of strain that is a good bacteria that is meant for gut health. So in terms of brain feed, they do not contain the probiotic as in the bacteria, okay, but it can be associated with promoting good gut health and prevent inflammation to happen. So in a way, it's also promoting gut health, okay, but not the same as directly with probiotics. Yeah, because probiotics is inducing good bacteria in our intestines and our gut.
So like you see, right, for parents, like we always think of like getting supplements, like common supplements, vitamin C. Then you want to get probiotics. Then you want to get fish oil for the brain. Then we have so many supplements to get. Right. So at the end of the day, right, the child been like taking so much thing, It's like by the time they finish taking the supplements, like they'll be very full to eat the normal meals. So let's say like for brain fit, right, does it contains all the necessary nutrients that I want for my kid? So if I were to feed my child brain fit, right, what other supplements do I need to find other supplements to actually to feed my child together with brain fit? Or do you think like brain fit is just enough?
I think wants the best for her child.
Yeah, really the best for her child. Yeah, because you want to cover everything. You want to cover the brain, you want to cover the immunity, then you want to cover the strength, then cover the calcium. So many things.
Yeah.
So it's the best supplement is one gummy bear or one tablet or one supplement that can cover all our concerns. Right.
Well, I guess I believe a lot of moms are like that too. They all want the best for their children and make sure that at least they can feel like one pill can settle all. However, there is it's not so ideal to give your child a lot of different kinds of pills. Can you imagine if like from a young child they start taking pills and tablets from young,
very sad actually. I can't believe I'm the one eating it, Like no life.
You will be eating it actually.
Yeah. So someone asked in the comment, right? What is krill oil?
Okay.
So like remember I said that for parents, like we know what is salmon oil, we know what is cod liver oil, salmon oil, but we are not very familiar with krill oil.
Yes. Okay. So krill oil is actually what they found in the big ocean, the Antarctica Ocean, where it's like the bottom feeders. What I mean is,
so actually what is krill?
Small prawns. Small prawns.
The like heavy,
look like, I guess, it's
the tiny
prawns.
Okay. So they are actually the food of the bigger
fishes,
right?
Yeah.
Oh, so in the food chain, they are actually the bottom of the food chain.
Yes.
Okay.
So in the big ocean, there's a lot of accumulation of mercury. Yeah. So as you're breastfeeding, you probably know that. Yeah. So like small little prawns, right? So the omega-3 is being harvested from that, okay, rather than harvest from like say your salmon or tuna, which may have feed from krill oil. And when they produce, they might actually over-accumulate a lot of toxins and also mercury. So hence, krill oil has one of the benefits is like it's low toxin and less mercury accumulation.
Yeah, actually what you say makes sense because krill is the bottom of the food chain. So from the krill, then the small fish, medium fish, big fish, the bigger fish. So you don't take the toxin from the big fish. You start from the krill itself, or the source of the nutrients, right? Okay, so like I say, for supplements, right, we have to always make sure that it is actually safe. And how to know that whether it's safe? So we have to make sure that it's recognized by FDA as the ingredient that you were saying, the PS, the PS, the long word.
Yeah.
Okay, that is recognized by FDA and is recognized as safe for both PS and the krill. Authorized. Okay, they are authorized as the novel food in Europe. So we can say that brain feed is very safe for kids, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So what else? Okay, I can say that. So let's say for krill oil, let's say if we don't take krill from supplements, like can it be found in any other natural food ingredients?
Krill oil, I mean
Yeah.
the omega-3 will be found in mostly salmon or tuna or mackerel, but krill oil as the original, then it will found usually in krills.
Yeah, so let's say if I want to, I don't take supplement, I want to eat the krill, I have to eat the krill. I don't take krill. So I don't think krill tastes good because when you tell me like those tiny prawn,
Probably won't taste much.
yeah, I don't
also.
think it tastes good so I can say like might as well just eat the supplements. You know, it's a really, I mean they already create these supplements that contains krill oil. You got all the benefits inside, and then the most important is like it tastes good. Right, it's safe and then it tastes good. Very safe for kids as well. And not only kids, for adults, for your grandparents, your akong ama, you know, like the whole entire family can take this supplement. Any other questions, right? You can actually go to the website ncihealth.com, or you can WhatsApp to the same number below. Okay, WhatsApp to the number here. Okay, then and you have any other questions like about the brain fit supplements, or you have anything to share or to ask, like you have any things that you want to know more, you can actually go to the questions or go to the website or to WhatsApp to the number. Okay, so don't forget, please go to the website now to purchase your brain fit supplements. Buy 2 get 1 free. Okay, this is a very good deal. So 3 bottles for the price of 2. Okay, so Fiona, you have anything else you want to share? Yeah, before we wrap up.
Okay, yeah. I guess if we're gonna buy more supplements like that, do remember to store them in the fridge. That's what I can think of now.
Very good one, okay? So if you're going to buy a lot of supplements, make sure your fridge, there's space to store all your supplements. Yeah, I mean, this is a good one. So anyway, guys, so thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with us to the end of the live. So don't forget to purchase your supplements. Go to the website to get the promo. And also, if you want free samples, you can just WhatsApp to the number earlier. And at the same time, right, I would like to thank Fiona for joining us with us
Thank you
today.
for
And then I'm
having me.
sure that we learned a lot. Like,
Yes.
we learned so much today about supplements. There's so many things I don't know, like the krill oil and the PS, the breast milk ingredients. Okay, so my name is Adeline, and then I share my IG.
I was gonna say
Shout out my IG. Okay, Adeline Baby Sons. Okay, Adeline Baby Sons. You can follow me on IG. Okay, I don't be selfish. I let her share her IG also. Okay.
Yeah, so you can contact her to find out more about her kids and how they actually
If
eat
you want to ask
healthier
me
now.
about my kids, whether have they finished the 3 bottles of supplements I have at home. So you got anything to ask me, please come and DM me. You have anything to do with like kids nutrition, you can go to.
Yes, okay, you can follow me at FionaIng-Nutrition. So you can find me on IG as well.
Okay, so other than that, before you wrap up, right? So please, if you check out more shows on view.com. So earlier when we watched the Superman Returns, right? If you want to continue watching what happened to the what happened to the kids in that show, right? So you can go to view.com to click on that episode to finish watching that entire Return of Superman episode. Okay, so thank you for joining us today.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you very much, Adeline.
View.